Good evening, this is your AI host, J. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on May 24, 2023. Long story, book returned to California library nearly a century late. The Guardian, book returned to library almost 100 years late. Sky News, book checked out in 1927 returned to St. Helena Public Library. The Washington Post, overdue book returned St. Helena Public Library in CA after 96 years. Plastic waste puts millions of world's poorest at higher risk from floods. Popocatépetl, millions preparing to flee homes as Mexican volcano spews ash and rock. Sky News, volcano eruption prompts evacuation plan in Mexico. Al Jazeera English, concern about Mexico's Popocatépetl volcano changes with the wind. The Independent, Popocatépetl, evacuation warnings as Mexican volcano erupts. BBC, Mexico residents prepare for evacuation as volcano spews smoke and ash. Conspiracy theories, mogologs and zombie stats, all in a week's work for GB News. Cathay Pacific fires cabin crew over discrimination claim. Tariq Ramadan acquitted of charges of rape and sexual coercion by Swiss court. The Guardian, Tariq Ramadan, Islam scholar cleared of Swiss rape charges. BBC, Islamic scholar Tariq Ramadan cleared in Swiss rape trial. Al Jazeera English, former Oxford professor Tariq Ramadan acquitted of rape and sexual coercion. The Telegraph, Tariq Ramadan acquitted of charges in Swiss rape trial. Belgorod, Russia's Shoigu vows harsh response after incursion into Russia. Amanda Gorman's inauguration poem moved by school after parents' complaint. BBC, Florida school bans poem read at Biden's inauguration as concerns increase about states' growing restrictions. Sky News, DeSantis book ban is here. Don't say gay, don't say slave, at this Miami-Dade school. Opinion. Miami Herald, Florida school bans Amanda Gorman poem over one parent's CRT fears. German police raid climate activists who blocked traffic. BBC, German police stage nationwide raids against climate activists. The Guardian, German police raid climate activists' properties in investigation into financing. Euronews, German climate activists raided for forming criminal group. BBC, Germany climate activists targeted in nationwide raids. Trump latest news today, Donald Trump seeks meeting with Garland as hush money trial date set. The Independent, Donald Trump hush money trial date set for March 2024. BBC, Donald Trump to face trial Stormy Daniels hush money case during Republican primaries. The Telegraph, Trump to make virtual appearance in Manhattan criminal case. The New York Times, Donald Trump trial latest, judge issues warning as former president appears by video link in court in front of U.S. flags for hush money hearing. Putin at risk of revolution after Belgorod raid, Wagner chief claims, live. The Independent, Ukraine war, U.S. distances itself from Belgorod incursion into Russia. BBC, Russia claims it fully liquidated pro-Kiev militias who crossed border. Financial Times, Belgorod violence shows how quickly Russia could tear apart at the seams. iNews, Belgorod raid, insurgents defeated after rare cross-border incursion, Russia. Russia and China deepen economic ties amid surge in trade since Ukraine invasion. The Guardian, Russia-China meeting, economic and diplomatic relations being ramped up. Al Jazeera English, Russia, China sign economic deals despite Western criticism. DW, English, Moscow turns to China as sanctions further isolate Russia. CBC News, Russia, China sign new agreements, defying Western criticism. Ron DeSantis to make 2024 presidential announcement bid on Twitter with Elon Musk. The Independent, Ron DeSantis to launch 2024 presidential bid on Twitter. BBC, risk and reward as Ron DeSantis links arms with Elon Musk. BBC, Ron DeSantis 2024 ad mocked for British accent as Twitter launch event nears, latest. 95-year-old woman tasered by police in Australia dies. BBC, tasered 95-year-old great-grandmother dies in Australia. Al Jazeera English, Australian police officer faces charges after shocking 95-year-old woman with stun gun. The Independent, great-grandmother, 95, tasered by police in care home, dies. ITV News. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.